Mona Dawes' path to becoming a senator isn't linear. In fact, it's quite the opposite.
My family came to America from India when I was 8 months old with $6. My career started in tech, late 90s, early 2000s, where tech was just starting. I was a salesperson. I love people, and so I just naturally fit. After I spent my years in tech, I realized I could sell you the shirt you're wearing. So I wanted to sell something that I loved. So I got in the mortgage industry, and it was awesome. I was making a lot of money. I was helping people buy a home.
But it was in Dawes' history-making tenure as Washington State Senator where she made a significant impact.
I was able to pass 28 bills in 4 years. Bills were either in diversity and equity, environment, or housing affordability.
The most meaningful bill that Dawes had a hand in passing was one that hit close to home.
I was an immigrant here. I spoke in Hindi for the first 5 years of my life, and I only learned English when I went to pre-K. So my parents thought I was really smart, and so they tested me for the gifted program, and I didn't pass. And my father being a genius, my mother also being extremely intelligent, I think that's when they thought I was dumb. Those are my words, not theirs. And I carried that with me until I was 38 years old. This bill would prevent what happened to me to happen to other kids. That they would be tested for these programs, and their teachers and administrators and everyone who touched their lives would understand that an immigrant from another country isn't going to have the same command of the English language as someone who grew up here. It was to require anyone who touched education to do cultural competency training.
Her commitment to highlighting representation in the political space continued even after her term ended, and even inspired her to produce an award-winning documentary.
I knew that the only way I could make change in these elected spaces was if more women of color ran and won and shared my ideals and values. So I was like, I'm gonna make this movie. It's called Badass Woman Doing Kick-Ass Shit, and it's about 8 women of color who ran for office. I was in the movie, I produced the movie, I was executive producer for the movie.
Through her nonprofit, the Moxie Foundation, Mona empowers female entrepreneurs by providing them with the resources and support needed to succeed.
Women entrepreneurs don't get funded like men. 98% of all venture capital, VC funds go to men. Less than 2% goes to women. So we are changing that paradigm. So I am bringing in funders that want to make impact with female entrepreneurs who are making impact. We will transform them so that they can change the world. I have already figured out how to raise my first $1 billion. We're going to be doing a campaign. I'm turning 55, double nickels, so it'll be $55 for 55. So we'll be launching that September 16th, my 55th birthday.
As a champion of representation and opportunity, Dawes continues to help create a more inclusive future through her work. Her story exemplifies that when passion and purpose come together, dreams and change can become a reality.